the one I was there for was Baltimore.
Okay.
We were in Baltimore at the at BWI Airport. All the boys stayed. There was a couple of different hotels, a Marriott, but there was I think it was called a Hilton. And it was called a Safari Room or something. There was a bar. It was there. That was back in the day, and that was, everybody went there, and I was there with the Samoans, and I have a lot of history with those guys going back. Mm-hmm. And Haku and I were in the bar, and some marks started messing with us, and he grabbed the guy by his head, bit his nose off, and spit it in his face. And then shit was on. And then it erupted. And next thing you know, the cops were everywhere. And I got him out the side door. We snuck out, because we were staying at the Marriott up the hill, right, just probably a quarter mile up the road. And took off, and we went up the hill, and there was 20 cops in the bar, because the place turned into a freaking melee in there. It was crazy. It was a big bar fight. And then the cops came, and then finally I negotiated a surrender for them, because they wanted to kill him. Back in those days, the crew was crazy, and so bang, we went downtown, and then I bailed him out. And I got him out of jail, because he had to make it town the next day and everything. So it all worked out. The charges wind up getting dropped, because the bartender, the bouncers testified that this guy's attacked us. Mm-hmm. Basically, and he was defending him. It was a little over the top by biting the guy's nose off.
Turned him into a sandwich.
But the guys assaulted us first. Right. And at the end of the day, that's everybody thinks, wrestlers, it's fake. These guys, it's fake.
Haku isn't fake.
They don't. No, the guy is a legitimate killer, shoot fighter, Samoan, sumo wrestler. Trains with sumo in Japan. Lived in Japan for like 7 years. Can kill with his bare hands, like multiple people, and the guy he's been my lifelong friend, and after that he's like my protector.
That's good.
He was like, Brutus, you have trouble, let me know, I'll take care of it. I'm like, don't worry, brother, I'm good. Anybody looked at me sideways, he'd be like, he'd kill him. I was like, he was my protector after that. I was like, he lives in Florida now.
I was going to say, I think he works for Toyota, didn't he?
He does. He's still in Florida. I still feel protected. I just project him on people, and they go away.
Jeff Parker sent another one. Do you have any good Meng kick the shit out of an entire bar stories?
Of who kicked the shit out of
Meng.
Tonga. King Tonga Haku.
Haku.
I'd say I wasn't around him as Meng, so I didn't get that. But he got in a few scuffles in different places. One particularly down at the Holiday Inn in Baltimore, Maryland, where the bar was kind of destroyed, and the police came, and then they whacked him up pretty good and pepper sprayed him. So, for some reason, Meng and bars and liquor just didn't go together, and it took him a while to understand that it was best if he would just stay in his room, and finally he did. He's a great guy, though, but if for some reason why somebody would want to pick on 300-pound Samoans in a bar, I do not know.
All right, Eric from Kingston, Tennessee asks us, can you give us your top 5 legit badasses in the business? Rather than just do the top 5, we thought what we would do here is a tournament of badasses. Some of the names that we are commonly given as being legit people that you didn't want to be on the opposite end of in a locker room. And if this was an MMA-style tournament, who would emerge victorious? Our brackets, by the way, our first match would be Tracy Smothers and Bruiser Brody, Meng and Bradshaw, Andre the Giant and the Undertaker, Harley Race and the Barbarian. So, Honk, what do you think?
I didn't know Tracy Smothers would be part of that group, but I never saw Tracy that way. I'd have to go with Bruiser Brody there for sure.
All right. He advances.
Meng, Bradshaw. Bradshaw was I love him to death. He He wasn't in the category with Meng at all. Meng would have to go there.
Canada, looking at the WCW locker room in 1998, you've got Perry Saturn, Fit Finley, Rick Steiner, Meng, Barbarian, Scott Norton, Jim Duggan. Who's the toughest? Who's a poser? Who's the last man standing in a fight? We dealt with the other two. Who's the last man standing there? Saturn, Finley, Steiner, Meng, Barbarian, Norton, Duggan.
Tonga for sure. No, there's not even a question. And then Barbarian would survive. He might be the only one Tonga didn't kill, but none of us would stand a chance against Meng.
Okay.
They wouldn't stand a chance against him.
All right, this chapter.
And he's the nicest guy in the world, too.
Right.
Polite, friendly, loving, happy. And he would literally kill every one of us in the blink of an eye, and there wouldn't be nothing we could do about it.